Hey, welcome to Reader of the Unread. It's me, Zach, your best Balrog. That's right, I'm here to flay you with fire whips. And
Whoa.
here is all. Yeah, I know. And here is always with me, we have.
Trevor, the apparent cuckold to the kinky Balrog next to me.
I mean, yes, also fire whips. But, I think we're gonna get back to reading bad stories, good stories, stories in general. Starting with Trevor.
Okay. So this one is from r/writing prompts by the user Very Tall Midget. You work?
Can you say that word?
Yeah, it's in the username.
Okay,
it's
cool.
like when you read To Kill a Mockingbird and the N-word pops. It's fine.
Oh, right, of course.
You work as a fourth wall repairman. It's not glamorous, but it's a living. And the story is from the user I Don't Write. Raphael opened the door and said, "Thank you for coming. I'm not sure exactly what's wrong, but the inspector said my fourth wall was broken and needed to be repaired." Martin nodded as he entered the house. He looked around, up and down, grunted to himself, and said, "Yeah, sure, I can fix this. It'll cost a gold." Taken aback a little, Raphael asked, "A gold? What? Like a gold bar? A coin?" "No, you'll have to gild me." "Geld you? What the..." "Don't worry about it," Martin interrupted. "Once I fix your fourth wall, it'll all be clear. It's just a couple of bucks on a website." More confused than ever, Raphael asked, "Wait a second, this will only cost me a few dollars? How do you make a living doing this?" Martin took of his jacket to reveal he was wearing overalls. After pulling out a plain baseball cap from seemingly thin air and putting it on, he turned to his right and said to no one in particular, "It ain't much, but it's honest work." Fuck. Alright. At this point, Raphael wasn't sure if the inspector and Martin were just playing some prank on him. He looked around for any type of hidden cameras, but nothing was apparent. Frustrated, he sternly asked Martin, "Listen, can you fix this thing or not?" "Sure, I see the problem right here," said Martin. Raphael did not see any problem anywhere. "Your fourth wall drive belt has been shredded." At that exact moment, an old man with spectacles opened the front door and asked, "To shreds, you say?" "Well, that's his wife holding up." Raphael gave out a little yelp at the intrusion. He grabbed his forehead and could only stammer at the complete nonsense that was happening around him. He turned to sit on his couch when he noticed his couch had been replaced with a folding table. A man in a blue shirt was seated behind the table drinking from a coffee mug. A sign on the coffee table read, "Saying a man yelped is the same as calling him a little pussy bitch. Changed my mind." The room began to spin as Raphael was on the brink of passing out. Martin was finishing up the repair and said, "Okay, looks like we're all set here. Now that'll be 1 gold. "And 1 silver," chimed the old man with the spectacles. "And 1 platinum," added the man in the blue shirt. "And my axe," shouted Raphael with glee.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Good.
well. There's some edits after,
About thinking.
which does add to the story, but it's just thinking for the post actually being gilded and given platinum and stuff.
Oh, fuck. I don't know how to feel about that. It's very...
It's a 3-in-1 meme.
That is true. 3 for the low price.
Of 1 guild.
Of 1 guild. I'm going to jump in then with another writing prompt.
Okay.
So, this is from r/writing prompts.
Alright.
The writing prompt is, the DM hands you the paper. You're just dropping in for 1 session, but you know your role. The sheet says you're level 6, but you've got surprises. You have a mission. Take out the DM's most hated player. Well,
Nice.
they're fun-killing paladin anyway. You're a hired gun. A character assassin.
That actually sounds like a really fun idea, though.
This is written by spelled with an H. The battle was won. The orcs defeated. The sun had just risen over the peaks of the Neverwinter Mountains, but it hung low in the sky now.
Same.
All about the battlefield. The so-called champions licked their wounds and reconvened. Josh, you prick! Snapped the rogue, currently staggering around with a hole in his chest the size of an apple. What the hell is your problem with... Who is Josh? Asked a figure in blazing white armor, his long blonde hair blowing in some kind of personal breeze. I know not of who you speak, friend Damien. Damien rolled his eyes into the depths of his cloak, scowling. When he spoke again, the voice had picked up a distinctly cockney tinge, although it seemed to fade in and out as his anger increased. All right, fine, Garethar, you prick. We told you not to pick a fight with those orcs. We could have died, you asshole, again. Garethar, a paladin of Bahamut, laughed in the rogue's face. Have faith, my friend. Garethar the Great backs down from no challenge. These orcs were sullying my land and the land of my father. They need to be destroyed.
I like that the character talks out of character.
Yeah,
That's
right?
good.
Yeah, thanks, dude, the ranger chimed in. Her long red hair was soaked through with blood and muck. She looked even worse than the rogue. Super cool of you. I was already on 12 HP from when you pissed off that bartender back there. You're lucky I passed my death save, you asshole. Garethar shrugged. You shouldn't have taken part in the battle, milady.
Oh, God. No.
I told you already, Desdemona. Leave the fighting to the men. I will always protect you. My love. My light. The ranger rolled her eyes. Okay, seriously, Josh. Garethar, we're not doing this. I'm not interested. I lost my husband back in the Great War. Remember? I sent you all that backstory. Stop doing this. Josh, seriously, said the voice of God. This is your last warning. Emily already said she didn't want to do a PC romance. You need to cut it out. Yeah, man, piped up the final party member, a small gnome wizard looking a little too singed around the edges. I'm getting really uncomfortable. Garethar laughed again. No maiden can resist the charms of Garethar. Suddenly he looked up to the heavens. I roll to seduce Desdemona. No, you fucking don't, said Desdemona. Can you just heal us already so we can go back and talk to that farmer again like we were going to? Damien and Pin nodded. Yeah, let's go, said the gnome. I think he has info on the vampires. He said his daughter was kidnapped. Garethar scowled. No! Desdemona has to make out with me first. The rest of the party let out cries of disbelief. Josh, stop, said the rogue, but Garethar would not back down. I'm not Josh. I'm Garethar the Great. Desdemona has to kiss me, or else I'll just save myself the spell slot. It's your choice.
It's what my character would do.
Fucking hell. Oh, what's this? Cried the voice of God. There's a figure walking towards you. Garethar looked up in surprise. Wait, what? I thought you said your girlfriend was just coming to watch. You didn't say she was playing tonight. We're right in the middle of an arc. You can't... Josh, please. Character voices. Up the mountain path came a tall, hulking orc. He stood easily 3 heads above the rest of the party, his armor glinting in the light. Garethar stepped forward. The rest of the party groaned. Halt, fiend! What is the matter of... Garethar, said the voice of God. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Garethar broke off suddenly. What? He looked around nervously. The rest of the party watched, suddenly elated. Pim snorted, trying not to laugh. Garethar paused for a moment. 12. Nick, what are you... Without warning, Garethar arms and legs suddenly snapped to his sides. His posture became stiff, and the sword dropped from his fingers. Up ahead, the orc suddenly broke out into a run, aiming directly for Garethar. The paladin looked around in a panic, for the first time realizing how close he was to the edge of a cliff. What the fuck? No, Damien, help! The rogue watched, smiling fully now. Oh no, he said flatly. Garethar. Look out.
Whatever will I do?
Oh God, chimed Desdemona. What can we do? This is terrible. What the hell? Screamed Garethar. Guys, seriously, kill the orc. Fucking kill her. I don't care if she's Nick's girlfriend. If only there was something we could do, sighed Pim. Maybe I could trip him? Ugh, he's so far away. Desdemona smiled. Say hi to my husband, Garethar. Guys, what the... And those were the last words of Garithar the Paladin as the orc hit him full on and knocked them both off the 500-foot cliff. They sailed through the air, eventually coming to a not-so-gentle rest at the bottom.
For a total of 115 points of damage,
Concluded the voice of God.
Nice.
The party stared for a moment silent. Then the ranger turned and began walking down the side of the cliff. The party followed. There's Step Slider now. What the fuck? Screamed the incredibly distant voice of Garithar, somehow echoing from the ethereal plane. What the fuck was that? Did she seriously just make a character to kill me? You guys, what the... Oh, man. The roadside. We lost the healer. That's a pain in the ass. Garithar's distant voice laughed incredulously. Yeah, you're damn right, it's... What the hell? Guys, come down and revive me. You can still...
"Oh, look,"
said the voice of God.
"another figure is making their way up the hill."
Nick, why does she have 2 character sheets? She can't have 2.
Oh.
A young woman, wearing ill-fitting armor that nearly hid her blonde braids, came running down the hill. "Hi there," she exclaimed. "I'm Lillian. Story, I tried to run to warn you there was an orc up this way with a circular mind control. He said something about some guy in armor who killed his family." "Are you fucking kidding me, guys?" screamed Garithar. "Yeah, he found him," said Desdemona. "Poor guy," said Pym. "Lost his family." Maybe it's for the best," said Damien, hiding a laugh. "He got his revenge. That orc's family can finally find peace." "I'm sure they will," Lillian said. "I'll pray to the Wild Mother for safe passage. I'm a cleric, you see." "She's a healer? But I'm the healer!" But no one listened. Damien threw his arm around Lillian's shoulders. "You wouldn't be interested in coming to kill a vampire tribe, would you?" Desdemona and Pym smiled encouragingly. "Oh, I was already on my way there," Lillian beamed. "You see, I have my own score to settle with the vampires." "Okay, fuck you guys, I'm leaving." There then came the jingle of a distant set of ethereal car keys being picked up, followed by an ethereal front door opening. "I'm gonna do my own campaign, and none of you were invited. This is bullshit, god damn it." The ethereal front door slammed. After a moment's pause, the party set out, on their way back down the mountain.
"By the way,"
said the voice of God,
"that orc definitely landed on top of Garithar and squished him to death."
"Was he under the orc's butt?" asked Desdemona.
Roll.
"Yeah. You know what? Yeah, totally."
I think that would make like a really good animated series.
I think it would, like a really good short.
Yeah.
There's got to be better ways to kill off other people's characters, though.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's kind of a dick move.
But to be fair, act like a dick, you get what's coming to you a little bit in D&D. So it was good.
Yeah, I really like that one. I think that was probably one of the best ones we've read.
It's the best written so far.
Yeah, true.
Yours was well written. It's so mean.
There's the one slip up.
It's true.
Docked points for that.
A little bit. Well, I went. So Trevor, back to you, I guess.
Yep.
Let's mix it up.
This time we got a shitty no sleep from Discord and Dime. My boyfriend is being attacked by a demon. My boyfriend came home from working late as a security guard a few weeks ago. While we were getting ready for bed, I noticed he had these long scratches down his back.
Uh-huh.
They were red and looked really fresh. I asked him about it, and he broke into a cold sweat. He ran to the bathroom and came back a few minutes later saying there was some kind of ghost in the mall that was attacking him. All the lights shut off in the security room, and he feels these sharp pains down his back. I was concerned, of course. I told him he should go see a priest about it. Now he goes every night after work. It must take a long time, because he's hours later than he usually is. I don't think it's working, though. There's still a lot of scratches. And now I think the ghost is biting him, too. There's these red marks in the shape of lips appearing on his face and neck. Do you think we're dealing with a vampire ghost?
Jesus Christ. Probably a vampire ghost.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens to everyone. Like, that's a common occurrence.
That's true.
Right? You show up, you get scratches on your back.
But are vampires really known for scratching? Maybe it's a werepire ghost.
Oh, a Wendigo. It's clearly a Wendigo ghost. Scratching, biting.
I don't know if a priest would help him if it was a Wendigo, though.
Exactly. Well, that's why he has to go every night.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because they're slowly chipping away at the Wendigo ghost.
Okay, yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, that tracks, right?
Why don't they just call a real professional?
Well, the Ghostbusters took down their signs, so you can't anymore. So you just gotta wing it with fucking priests.
Whatever Joe Blow priest walks by.
Yeah, whoever shows up and maybe can do an exorcism. But now, I have what we're really here for.
Oh.
Chapter 4 of From His Blood and Tears by Booksurfer 1500.
Hell yeah, dude.
Chapter 4. Breakfast at the Burrow. Disclaimer! I do not own HP. I repeat, I do not own HP. Thanks to Flower123, Guinevere, Weasley Malfoy, and Lauren for reviewing. And now on to Chapter 4. The second Harry awoke, he jumped out of bed, not even bothering to grab a bathrobe, and ran downstairs to Percy's room.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Things getting steamy.
Percy had bunked with the twins so that Harry's parents would have room to themselves. Harry had to prove to himself that his parents were really back and that yesterday had not just been a dream.
If you hear them banging, they're alive.
The socks on the door, don't open it. Harry opened the door.
Oh no, wait, never mind. It was
But saw the room empty
Oh shit.
of people.
Oh, okay.
The smile on Harry's face left immediately as he sunk to his knees by the door. The room was empty. It didn't even look slept in. It couldn't be true. He had seen them. He could remember everything that his parents had said yesterday. Harry was about to cry when Ginny came up to him. "What are you doing, Harry?" she asked, rubbing the sleep out of her eyes. "They were here," he insisted. "I know they were. I can't be going crazy." "You're not crazy, Harry. Your parents are downstairs. Your dad wanted to wake you when he got up, but your mum and my mum told him not to," Ginny said. "I was coming to wake you and Ron up for breakfast when you ran downstairs." The smile was yet again on Harry's face, and he stood up. "I thought it might have been a dream when I didn't see them in here." Ginny laughed. "Of course it wasn't a dream. Fate could never be that unkind to you. This might be Fate's way of saying, sorry for taking your parents away."
Sorry for sending a crazy guy after you.
Yeah, oops.
Fate is literally always not on his side.
Yeah, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once again, producer Corey.
Oh, yes,
The
hello.
with the HP knowledge dropping in. Harry soon left Ginny and went downstairs, taking 2 steps at a time.
Whoa.
Unsafe.
Fucking badass.
Oof. James was talking on the Weasleys' phone, and Lily and Molly were making breakfast. Arthur Weasley and Fred and George had left to go buy supplies for their inventions. Sirius, that was a real bad voice crack.
Yeah, nice.
Fuck, that hurt. I don't know if we're going to leave that in, but if we do, you're welcome for that, lucky listeners.
Also, we don't condone going down the stairs 2 steps at a time.
Yes, 3 steps or bust.
Yeah. Well, wait a second.
Hold up. Sirius was looking at the newspaper, where on the front page the headline said, "Black wrongly accused. Pettigrew on the run."
Oh, just like today's news.
There was a picture of Peter Pettigrew that the ministry had spelled to show what he now looked like. James slammed down the phone 2 seconds after Harry came into the room. "What's the matter, Prongs?" Sirius asked, looking up from the paper. "Rochelle's moved, and she didn't leave a forwarding address. We'll have to use the ministry's search department," James said, sitting down at the table and putting his head into his hands.
And?
Lily looked sad. Not that you could blame her. The search department was known for dragging their feet, sometimes taking 5 days to do something that they could have done in 5 minutes.
Oh. Also, why is there a department that you can just go to and be like, I need to find this person? That just seems kind of...
I mean, the police do that. If someone's missing, you say they're missing.
I guess, but... Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Maybe.
I thought it was more just like...
I think it's more of just a, like, looking it up on Google, where's Jim? And they're like, fucking Jim's right there, you stupid idiot.
Yeah, But there's a difference between like a missing person and then just being, or a missing persons and then just going and being like, hey, where is she?
Yeah, it's very easy to stalk wizards. You just go to the department and ask.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Lily had wanted her daughter with her. She missed her little girl. She didn't even know what her daughter looked like now. It's not like you can expect Rochelle not to move. She never liked staying in a place more than a few years, Sirius said, taking his sip of his tea.
I was going to say, how would she know?
No.
But
That was it.
Yeah.
Lily's eyes filled with tears. We will go to the search department after breakfast, she said right as Ron and Ginny came down the stairs. That's it. That's chapter 4.
I'm very stressed out. I need to find my daughter after breakfast.
After breakfast. I'm hungry. Chapter 5 is called, once again, continuing with the interesting chapter naming, The Search Department.
Nice.
With any luck, it's exactly what you see on the tin.
Hopefully. I wonder, will they find her? Will she be unsearchable?
She might be unsearchable. She might be dead.
Whoa.
Maybe she died, and that's how his parents came back, and that's why
she was a sacrifice required.
Yeah, and that's why J.K. Rowling never used the secret daughter in any of the other Harry Potter books. That's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, otherwise, it would definitely be in there.
Totally.
Definitely. Like, right? Absolutely. Trevor,
Yes.
hit me with some cool stories to wake me up.
Yeah. Well, you were feeling tired.
Yeah.
So we got another shitty no sleep.
Oh, thank God. This will keep me awake for
That
sure.
way you can drive me home and not kill us in a car accident.
All right, perfect.
The Ghost in the Mirror by Edgar Allan Poe by user Precum Biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me state this fact. He was staring back at me. Therefore, his eyes dead cold blood red evil Edgar Allan Poe. Thus, his mouth open with tongue evil. Hence, I couldn't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I looked in the mirror at myself. It was me.
Okay.
I was getting ratty for breakfast and brushing tooth.
Wait,
and I
wait,
saw...
whoa. Tooth.
Yes.
Brushing tooth.
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. Does that mean just one tooth in their mouth, or just like they have one super tooth that takes
Just a
up?
snaggle tooth.
Oh, okay.
And I saw my own reflection of horrifying reflection, since 3 ghosts touched my mother's tit for tat.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the last part?
3 ghosts
Yeah.
touched my mother's tit for tat.
Okay. Yeah.
Just a couple of bobs, knocking them around, you know.
For tats.
Yeah. And then I looked up, and it was staring back at me. I felt my body freeze with dread cold. Cold filled my frightened body as I stared at it. It consumed me with a pure energy. I froze in terror as I looked back at the inside of the freezer, slowing, taking out some frozen hamburger to make hamburger helper for dinner for my family.
Okay.
And then, all of a sudden, I came face to face with the monster. It stared back at me as I couldn't breathe, and I shook it with fear.
Or the cold.
I tried to scream, but nothing came out. I reached for the can of Monster Energy drink and took a sip.
In the freezer?
Finn.
Was the Monster Energy drink in the freezer?
Yeah. I'm assuming it's just like a deep freeze, not like a walk-in freezer. Because he's just grabbing hamburger helper.
Yeah, but he was so cold.
True.
I
It could just
assume-
be a really good deep freeze.
Maybe. That's true.
Oh, also I messed up. I couldn't breath, not I couldn't
Oh,
breathe. So
good.
I kind of lost some of the impact there.
Yeah, that ruined the whole story for me. I was with you up until that point. Now, the whole thing's fucked. It was pretty spooky, though.
It was.
There was a ghost.
Are you feeling more
there was-
awake now?
I am. There was a ghost.
There's 3 ghosts.
Oh God, there were 3 ghosts. Are we counting the 2 that played with the mother's tit
No,
for
those
tat?
3 that played with the tit for tat.
Oh, that's right. And then there's the other ghost that they saw, though. So that's 4 ghosts?
No, it was just Edgar Allan Poe. It doesn't say if he was a ghost or not.
I assume he's a ghost.
Probably.
Producer Corey, was he a ghost?
Maybe.
And then there was also a monster.
That's true. Who might have been Edgar Allan Poe?
Oh shit, yeah, maybe he was a
I think.
monster.
Yeah.
Because he did have the blood red evil.
He did. And he also had the evil tongue, if I remember correctly?
Yes.
Yes.
Was it the evil tongue? Or was it the... No, it was the tongue evil.
That's right, the tongue evil. Right. Right. But I have what is hopefully an actual fan favorite.
Oh.
I have yet another lovely story from r/shitty no sleep from the greatest author
Oh, yes.
of our generation, Sulla Collis.
I love this guy. Or gal.
This story is called An Outing with a Pioneer Skeleton.
So I would just like to mention before we start this story that I have reached out to this
Oh,
amazing
really?
author
Shit, yeah.
and have not gotten a response. I
Nice.
gave a link to this podcast. If you're listening to this, we need to hear from the legend himself/herself.
We need it so bad. I need the validation. You're my favorite writer on the internet. I need this. Please. Please.
Please respond.
Please. I left you so many messages. So, an outing with a pioneer skeleton. Hello again, everyone. In this tale, I happened to be in a tiny cottage town in northern Canada.
Oh, shit.
It was supposed to be a veritable vacation, not a spooky skeleton scenario.
Shit.
Between the fishing I had planned and the long nights of the gently lapping waves on the bay, I had no time to meet dastardly bones.
Those Hudson Bay bones.
Unfortunately, these skeletons have minds of their own and always want to trouble me. I try to give a bones a break, though. Being a skeleton is tough.
True.
It turns out the cottage that I rented was house number 13.
Oh,
They lied in the ad.
why would they do that?
Just awful. Insomnia bones followed me along somehow and ended up looming over my bed in the cottage that night. Did this skella have no respect for sleep? His creaking bones rattled in the darkness, did nothing for my headache either. The next morning, I bought him a pair of gloves and a jacket to wear. It was autumn.
Oh, okay.
And decided that if he's here, we might as well hang out.
Hell, as long as it wasn't summer, the jacket and the gloves would have been good.
Yeah.
That's the only time it isn't fucking cold up here.
Fuck yeah. Even then.
Yeah, even
Some
though it's
days.
iffy.
So, me and Insomnia Bones were out having some maple syrup covered pancakes
Hell
at an
yeah.
outdoor cafe on that brisk morning. Just then, this actor struck. A
So-
really burly looking skella punched
Oh.
Insomnia Bones into a million bone fragments. I could not believe my eyes. Clearly, this was a tough Bones. Where did he come from anyway?
Is he big boned?
I didn't hear him creaking up like most bones creak. Some clouds covered the sun as the burly skella sat down in the chair Insomnia Bones was in only moments before. No other bones but me around here, eh? I'm the skeleton in these parts, he screeched.
Oh shit. Are they territorial?
This one is. This burly looking brute lit a smoke and put his skella legs on the table like a brute. I couldn't believe my eyes. What do I do now? Well, Insomnia Bones lurking over my bed at night was kind of annoying. That skella was starting to grow on me. Oh well. No idea what's going on anymore anyways. What with all these friggin' bones I'm encountering everywhere. Out for a rip? I asked feebly. Damn right! His head spun 360 degrees, and he blew smoke rings from his orbits. Reminded me...
Orbits?
Yeah, like his orbital sockets.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Learning something new.
Yeah. Reminded me a bit of another Skella I met once, named Blunt Bones.
Oh, shit.
What's your name? I asked,
Let me guess, it's Blunt Bones?
ignoring my question. The Bones went into a long ramble. I'm a log driver from the river. I was going down Whitewater earlier today. You ever been on the river? It's a nice place, but those damn beavers are out for a chomp on our natural resources. I'd kill those friggin' river rats.
Whoa.
Gotta watch yourself in the rapids, eh? Cool.
Whoa, we can't kill beavers, dude.
Cool. Okay, I said. Well, you can. That's what the fur trade was.
Yeah, but not anymore.
Yeah,
They're
it
a
may-
national
probably-
animal. They're protected, aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
I feel like they would be.
He continued on. When I met my wife, we had 3 Skella babies. They were dead at birth, but they could still walk like
What?
me and you, go figure.
What?
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 They were dead at birth.
Oh, I guess because they're skellas.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Never mind. We good.
Just then, he took a really spooky bite out of Insomnia Bones pancakes. Those were Insomnia Bones pancakes, I said somewhat defensively. Not anymore, he sneered.
This Bones is not very Canadian.
This guy grew darker as chunks of pancake and sticky syrup got all over his bones and onto the ground below. You won't believe what happened next. There was a rumble of thunder.
Oh, shit.
It seems like bad weather follows me around. I looked around quick, trying to see if anyone walking by had an umbrella I might borrow. No such luck. Wait, what? There was nobody outside, except for me and this Bones. That was really odd. Suddenly, lightning struck fiercely and started a fire nearby. A whole parade of mini Skellas began to march out, covered in flames. What were they doing on this terrifying day? Ah! I screamed at the top of my lungs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Understandable.
Rain began to patter down on my breakfast in my lap. This burly pioneer Bones took an umbrella out from beneath his flannel jacket.
Nice.
Can I get under that? I asked meekly. The Skella Bones promptly shook his head. That was very rude and not Canadian of him.
What?
But I guess a Bones isn't a Canadian citizen, strictly speaking.
Oh, okay. They knew I'd call them out on it.
Yeah. A mini Skella crawled onto my plate and set fire to my pancakes. It seemed the syrup made things more flammable. The Skella began to sizzle and turn into a pile of mush, making things all the more scary. I warmed my hands around the small blaze in front of me and swore to myself that I'd never go on vacation again. I couldn't bear it.
Nice. That was a good one.
That was
like
good.
that one.
I like that one too.
I like that. The whole time I was like, this Bones isn't very Canadian.
Yeah, this Bones is a real piece of shit.
And then they hit me right at the end with he's a Bones, he can't be Canadian. It's just, touche.
Yeah, it got me there.
Maybe the writer does listen.
I hope so. I hope this was pointedly aimed at Canada because of us.
Same. I like to
I
think.
very much doubt it.
I doubt it too, but they did their research.
True.
They even quoted that shitty meme video of going out for a rip party, bud.
All I know is that this is an iconic story
Yeah, this will.
of the history of Canadiana.
Yeah, this is maybe the greatest Canadian story ever told.
Probably. I'd put it up there.
I put it up there, right?
I can't even name another Canadian
It's
story.
right beside Anna Green Gables.
Is that
yeah.
Canadian?
That's
I
PEI.
guess.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Was it set in PEI?
It
or
was set in PEI.
Was
yeah.
it written by a Canadian?
It was set in PEI.
I'll see. It wasn't written by a Canadian though.
Well, this one was.
But it might have been both.
It might have been. This one might have been both.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
We don't
we
know.
True.
We don't know. They even know about how flammable maple syrup is. So I mean, There's that.
I mean, as any Canadian would know, it's the most combustible substance we consume.
It's what our cars run on.
That's why we export oil, because we just use the maple syrup to fuel our cars instead.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Feed it to our mooses.
Our meese?
Our meese.
Oh, that's worse.
And our polar bears.
And the polar bears.
They help bring us home to our igloos.
Yeah.
Which is good because we just got radio. Alright, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think
For
that's
us?
all I have too.
This is a little bit of a shorter episode. I know we missed last week, depending on how this goes up. We're sorry.
Because I was sick. I'm sorry.
He's still a little sick.
As you
And
can
I was
maybe
moving.
tell.
Yeah, I'm the only one who's really committed to you. It's just me.
Wow.
Everyone else drops a, drop of a hat here, leaves you. It's just me. Face it, readers. I'm all you have. And you should appreciate it. Once again, the socials are pretty standard. Trevor, Corey, and I also all appear on we're on Trash Fire Radio. We're in the Trash Pit as well. If you look up Trash Fire Radio, you can find basically anything that the network does right now.
Currently Facebook and SoundCloud.
Yes, which are, of course, the two biggest markets, obviously. You can also reach us on email at trashfireradio@gmail.com, I believe. Corey is saying yes. He's nodding his head. Send us stories, send us whatever. I'm still waiting for a fan story that's just real good or real bad. So please.
Or real in between.
Or real in between. You know what? You're right. Maybe I'm setting the bar too high or too low. If you want to jump through the middle, that's fine too.
Just something impressively average.
Yeah.
We
Almost
embrace
aggressive.
mediocrity.
Send me the most aggressively average story you have, and I will consume it. I think that's it for our weird shout-outs and stuff at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it. Once again, I've been Zach, and this is
Trevor.
And I think that's it for us. See you guys next time.
Good night.